Yo, what is up, Panda Squad? Welcome back to another video. If you guys haven't hit that subscribe button, make sure you guys go ahead and do so. Turn on your post notifications to get notified every time that I upload a video. If you guys cannot tell by today's title of the video, I am going to be making waffle sandwiches. You guys heard that right. This is gonna be basically raw footage that I'm not gonna really try so hard to edit, nor will I do a voiceover, because obviously you guys will be able to hear my voice already. So what you're gonna need is obviously waffles. You need 2 waffles per sandwich, because don't mind those dogs. And you're also gonna need butter, eggs, bacon, which is optional, and ham. You're also obviously gonna need a spatula. You're also gonna need a pan. I obviously already have the flame going, which I need to lower it down a little bit. So what you wanna go ahead and do is, as you can see, I already started on these 3. You put your waffles in the toaster, and honestly, I put mine for like, 2 minutes and, 2 minutes. Don't mind the fact that that's dirty, but anyways, chat, after you do that, you're gonna put some butter in your pan, and this is basically what's gonna make it crispy. Okay, chat, I'm a chef here. So if this video goes well, then I'll start posting more videos like this for you guys, because, I want to become famous and just basically pop off and do something good. I feel like there's like very few people that will hate on me. And when they hate on me, they don't stay hating on me, and I'm like, exactly. So to those of you who support me, that believe in me, I appreciate y'all, and we're going places, chat. Also, I have already done the bacon. As you can see, I did 6 pieces, which I obviously cut them in half, and I did it for 400 I guess you would call it degrees, in the air fryer for 10 minutes. Mind you, this is 6 pieces. And also, I actually do have to cook the back, chat. Keep in mind that within an air fryer, you want to go ahead and flip them, because it tells you to flip it. But sometimes it's not really necessary, it just depends. So we'll put this back in the air fryer. So again, we're going to turn it on, 400 Fahrenheit, that's what it's called, whatever. And then 10 minutes. We should be good to go, although that might require less time. Anyway, so we're gonna go ahead and grab our waffle, place it in the pan, and obviously this is what you're gonna need your spatula for, not only for this but for your eggs. If we're being honest, I don't count the seconds that I leave this on the stove for, and usually I'll be like, oh yeah, this much time, but really I really don't know, chat. Like, however long you think it should be there, as you can see, it starts to like smoke up. I don't think you want that, because then it's gonna burn. And oh my bad, chat, my stove is clean. Oh, I was kind of wrong, but definitely add more butter if you're gonna do the other side, because it won't be as good, in my opinion. And also, if you guys didn't know, these are blueberry waffles. Like, honestly, you can't really mess up cooking. Well, I think people have messed up cooking before, but I don't know, 9 times out of 10, I'm very confident in my cooking. Also, I'm gonna have a nice little coffee with my food. Also, this is for 2 people, so I'm basically making breakfast for myself and my sister, and it is currently 3 p.m. chat. I know. Now, we are gonna leave this on, but we're gonna take it off the stove, and I'll show you guys the end result, or the back of that. So basically, as you can see, the front didn't look that good, neither did this one for some reason. But the backs, this one like kind of burned a little bit because I had to do something. My dog literally had to skip earlier. Not cool. You could also put salsa on this. Also, I definitely recommend that you put syrup, which I'll show you guys everything at the end. Okay, so for this next part, I do have water running because my mom asked me to do something. You're gonna put oil in your pan. If you're making eggs for 1 to 2 people, you could use a small pan, otherwise grab a bigger pan. Now, since I am doing this with one hand, I cannot be holding my phone and doing something that requires both hands, so I already put oil in here, guys. Now we're gonna go ahead and come over here to my eggs. We're gonna make my sister's egg first. Now, if you guys do not like yolk, I'm gonna show you guys, I guess, a little trick that you guys can do. When you do put your oil in the pan, make sure that your pan heats up. One thing that I would recommend, I'm gonna go ahead and take it off the stove really quick, even though I got two things going on. You're gonna go ahead and put some salt in the pan. This kind of, at least what I saw online, is that it prevents it from sticking. 9 times out of 10, it'll help maybe. I don't know if this pan is just good, because there are some pans that I've used that are not good. Okay, so since I have to use both my hands, technically you don't have to use both hands when you're cracking an egg if you're, I guess, good at it. Now, obviously you don't want the egg shell in there. Let me grab my spatula, chat. Put you guys on top of my microwave. Okay, again, this is for people who don't like yolk. Watch, I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and grab a toothpick. And all you really gotta do is poke the yolk. Now, I know this might not look as promising, chat. Promise you it is. My sister said it was good the last time that I made it for her, exactly like this. You gotta mess with the yolk, because you want to be able to cook that yolk. Even if it requires breaking like everything, then so be it. Me personally, I love the yolk, so yeah. Now that's done, you're gonna go ahead and put it on the stove and let it cook. If we're being honest, this is what I usually do. And sorry, chat. So basically, there's oil right here, right? You want to kind of get that oil over here, and then you start like that. Like, does that make sense, chat? I can't really show you guys because I have nowhere to put my phone here. Okay, so I'm gonna try to show you guys just a little bit of what I'm doing. You're not really moving the egg. If your pan can like tilt a little bit, then better, and then you just start doing that. Or you can just not be lazy and flip the egg, and there you go. Also, be careful that the oil doesn't splash on you, because you know that's not fun. Now for this, I would say to leave it in there like a good 20 seconds or more, maybe even 30, just so that you can fully cook your egg. Again, this is for people who don't like yolk. If you like yolk, you can do the same thing, except don't flip your egg. Just repeat this little pattern until it's cooked. Now, every time that you're gonna make a new egg, I would recommend that you take it off the stove and leave it there for like about a minute. Once you have left it there for a minute, keep adding a little bit more salt, if anything. Not too much, chat. Don't put way too much salt, because then you're just gonna make your eggs really salty. And keep in mind that you do want to season your eggs after you cook them. Okay, so this is going to be for the people who obviously like their eggs with yolk. I'm not sure if I let this cool for long enough, to be honest, but we're going to go ahead and try it. And the main reason that I tend to do this, because you could literally keep your pan on the stove and be a normal person and crack your egg in there, but you know, if you don't want all the oil splashing on you, then this is what I would recommend. Now with this next part, it's very, very good that you are very cautious, because otherwise you will literally crack the yolk. What I mean by that is you'll end up messing up your yolk, and then you won't have a nice egg with yolk. Let this be your reminder that this is not how you make an egg, chat. If you want your yolk to still be there, this is not how you make an egg. I will show you the perfect way to make an egg. So obviously I ruined my egg. I basically took out the oil plus the salt and whatever egg was remaining within this pan because it looked crappy. I'm sorry guys, it looked crappy. So I'm gonna redo my egg. And anytime that you guys do stuff like this, if you mess up your egg and you have dogs, give the egg to your dog so that you're not wasting food. Okay, chat, let's see if this comes out pretty good. I feel like I have confidence in this one. I'm not too sure though, we'll see. Now, I don't know about you guys, but me personally, I usually don't really like the white part on the egg. I know that sounds weird. I can eat it with yolk on it only. Now, once you're done with that, you can basically get your sandwich ready. Put your bacon. Again, you could put ham. I do put a little bit of syrup on one side, and then I put it on there. Me personally, I'm going to add some aguacate on mine. I do got to salt mine and put some pepper. And you don't want to overdo it with the seasonings, by the way. There could be more pepper, but it doesn't really matter because you're not going to really taste it as much. Now on to the bacon. So as you can see, that basically, that came apart like crazy, and they're stuck together, chat. Oh well. Get 3 pieces of bacon each. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys really quick how to cut your aguacate. Just make straight lines. And then the same thing for this side. Again, I'm only going to be putting aguacate on mine because my sister doesn't like aguacate. And of course, I got to show you guys what I'm doing. Also, I have posted a video like this before on my page, but it didn't really get, the views that I thought I would get. Because, you know, all my videos I try to aim at least past like 100 views or maybe more. But again, those that continue to support me, I appreciate y'all. Now, the good thing is that I'm home alone right now. Otherwise, you guys would be hearing all this. You would be hearing people talk. And honestly, I'm not that big of a person that likes to talk around people. Which is another reason that I don't really record these type of videos, chat. Because usually when I record any videos, I like to do voiceovers. I feel like it's a lot better. Now that that's done, we're going to see what else I have. So really quick, I am going to salt mine again because, you know, I put aguacate on there and it just needs more salt. Okay guys, so now on to the final part. You're just going to go ahead and add some syrup. You don't want to add too much because you obviously don't want it leaking or dripping, should I say. Sometimes I can't do so well with doing things with one hand, chat. That is it for today's video. If you guys did enjoy, make sure you guys leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you all in the next video. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys have a great day or night. Peace.